Alright guys, so my heat source is just a regular baking tray. I don't know how long this is, probably a little bit, 2 feet, maybe a little bit longer than that. And what I'm going to do is just place this on top. I'm going to set it for about 250, 300. I'm going to let this thing do its thing while it melts and it moves. What I also suggest that you do is make sure you have a good set of gloves, eye protection, and also make sure you're wearing a respirator when you're working with this type of material. Alright guys, so I already pre-set up the mold the way I want it. This is just a piece of G10 that I cut the holes for. That's going to correspond to the clip, and I'll show you that later. Also, I did drill out a little bit bigger hole in the trigger guard because the plastic will come in and snap around this. That's what I want. And then what I like to do is just use a heat gun and just heat this up while my Kydex is heating up. Alright, so now that I got my Kydex nice and pliable, I'm going to set it in there relatively quick. I want to make sure that I have enough space over here in the front. I don't care too much about the back, just as long as the trigger guard's being covered. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of a stretch. Let that set in there. Push it up to the top. And then what I'm going to do is start setting this up, build it. Try to not make sure that it doesn't move, and I like to use these large C-clamps. They work out pretty well. And then we're going to put a lot of pressure on here. Now, there are different methods of doing this. This is not the only way. There are vacuum tables and a whole bunch of other stuff, but this is the way I do it. If you want one of these, go to threeriverkydex.com. Check out the different makes and models that I have up there. If you don't see something, there's a form up there that you can fill out. I also make mag pouches and OC holsters. So if you're a police officer or somebody that carries OC, I'll make OC holsters, that kind of thing. And bear spray holster if you're an outdoorsman. Already started making those. Alright guys, so I let it sit for about 20 minutes. I'm going to get the pieces out. Still might be a little bit hot, but you can see the definition. It's kind of nice. Alright, so that's really what I'm going for. And I'll hit it with a little bit of compressed air just to cool it off a little bit. So what I like to use is just a little bit, just a mechanical pencil. It makes it very simple. What we're going to do here is we're going to cut away a lot of this plastic, and I'm just making very simple lines. What I usually do here is make a tensioner. So that's if I want to make it a little bit tighter or a little bit looser. I'll show you how that works. And then we're going to take off most of this right near the trigger guard. And then it's going to have some type of 45 here and at least a 45 on this side. As far as the inside the waistband, this is a right side. I'm just going to line up my clip. Alright, and then if you want, you can put your punch in there so the drill bit has something to hold on to. Okay, and then when we come back later, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this, and there's just one side, so you'll see how I do that as well. Alright guys, so this is kind of the finished product. What I'm going to do is make sure that I have all the hardware. So it's going to be inside the waistband. This is a 1.5 inch clip. Very simply, it's not really that hard. It's just kind of setting everything up where you want it. Alright ladies and gentlemen, so that's pretty much it. Alright guys, so that's it. This is p365 inside the waistband holster. It does have a little bit of a tensioner. All the edges were rounded, cleared, sanded, buffed, all that good stuff. And again, it works. You can hear that nice audible click. The pistol does not fall out. So if you guys are interested in this, go to threeriverkydex.com. I'll make you one of these. Like I said, I have multiple colors. Become a Patreon member, like, subscribe. I'm really trying to grow this channel. Check out all the social media links that we have down below. Also become a Patreon member. Get on the mailing list, guys. I'm sending out a discount code. There's a discount code for Valentine's Day. It's already out there. It's going to be good for the rest of the week. So please make sure that you get on that mailing list. All right, guys, thank you very much. And as always, please stay safe.